Hey guys, today we are going to take a look at how to create custom designs in Power Apps. So I have created this design in Adobe XD and we have some color informations and this design layout with us. So we are going to try to recreate the same design in Power Apps. So let's jump into the Power Apps. So I hope you are already familiar with the Power Apps and how to create applications in the Power Apps. This will be the insert panel, so we are going to use this panel much to create the applications, and I prefer to use this from the sidebar to create the design elements which are available in Power Apps. Unfortunately, we don't have much flexibility in Power Apps, but we can create custom designs by cheating the Power Apps. So yeah, by cheating the Power Apps. So let's take a look at the design. I already exported the images which we required from the XD. So we are going to use the images and the color informations and we'll create this design in Power Apps. So I'll try to insert the image. So click on the plus icon, go down to the media tab and then click on the image. Okay, so now let's resize the image to fit our canvas and then go to the properties section and then click on the image drop down, select add an image file and then choose the exported image. Okay, it's loading the image and yes, here it is. So we have imported the image successfully. So we have different options for image position, something like center, fit, stretch, fill. So we may use whatever we want, but I prefer to use fit always because it keeps the resolution of the image untouched, and try to resize the image coordinates manually. So let me align this. Okay, done. Now let's now let's try to add the text which we have. So welcome John. For this you can use the text label and then you can use the dynamic properties to get the username. So let's select the font and yes, we have very limited options for the fonts as well, at least for now, and I'm not sure how they're going to give the support to new fonts. So I'm copying the color code. I know the font, that is Lato. I have selected that, Lato black, and then in the properties section you have to scroll down, then select the color and go to the custom tab to add the hexa code which we have copied from XD. Now we have the same color from the XD, and now for size I guess I have used 20 points and that is 21 in Power Apps by default. So let's make it 20. Okay, and you can add text by typing the text in the properties section or in the text property in the formula bar, and you can type by double clicking on the text label itself. Okay, and you can try to concat some variables, so for username or whatever. We are not going to focus on the development thing, so I'm going to add the John as a static text here. Okay, then let's create our second line. So I'll grab the same text label, copy, Command C, Control C on Windows, Command C on Mac, and then Command V, Control V. We have a comma here, so let me copy and then paste it. Let me reposition it, and to manage the space between the lines we have to change the height. So we have different ways to change the height, width, and the position of the elements, we can use the properties panel, or you can do it like we can do it using our mouse cursor itself. I prefer to use mouse more than the properties. Yes, to create pixel perfect layout, we should use the properties panel, but yeah, we can use mouse if we trust on our eyes. Now let me they are already aligned, but let me just align them. Okay, and now click to the align middle, sorry, align center. Change the font to Lotto, that is not black, and then make it lighter, and we may change the font size. So I have copied the text and paste it here. There we are. I feel this is okay, and I always try to zoom out the application and take a bird's eye view, so how it is looking. Let's make one more copy of this object, and then so this is the tricky part. We are like we can use the image for logo as well, and yeah, and using image is very simple thing, but I'm showing you how to create multicolor text labels. So we are using two different text labels here, and we'll align them in such a way so it will create a feel that it is a single label. Okay, now let me type that it is one place. Okay, and if you see the space between two words, now we have touched the bounding boxes to each other, but we still have space, that is a padding. So I'll make padding left 0. Let me grab the color from the XD for 1, go to the color section in the properties, and then select custom, and then paste the color code, and there we are. So let's try to remove the padding right, so it will create the good sense that both words are connected together. So let me quickly paste that. Now I have selected them together and grouped them. So you can use command G or control G shortcut to group them, and then like it will be easy for us to align them if we group them together. Let me quickly fix the size of the first label, so it will not make any issues while aligning the text, and you can use the align from our home panel. And then yeah, there we are. So let's try to add the button. So we'll be adding the button using image only, and before that let me quickly clean up the file. So let's keep that image, and this is our welcome text, and then we have our message, maybe. Yeah, okay, let's say this message text, and then for logo let me rename the group itself logo, and then let me add the image using our plus icon. I always prefer to use the clean file, so like while doing the functionalities for Power Apps, it helps a lot with the better names. So let's try to import the image same way as we did earlier. Add an image file, select the image, and click open. It will load the image. Okay, there we are. We can fix the size by changing the parameters. So here we can refer our actual design, but it does matter how we have exported our image. So if we see, we have the size, like for example, in our case 202 and 48. So let me put 202. Oh sorry, wrong placeholder. That's position. We need to change in the size. So let me type it again, 202 and 40 48. So if you see, because of the drop shadow, that image is looking very small. So even if we try to stretch and fill, um, let's see how it looks with the feel. Okay. Feel, this is much better. Okay. Let's keep the feel for now, as long as we are getting the results as we want, and then we can change the height a little bit to make that button a little bit bigger, and that will be easy to click. So okay, yeah, let me fix that quickly and align it center. Now let's add icon. We can use inbuilt icons from the power apps, but they are very limited, and I personally don't like the look and feel of the applications for like what we say, for all of the design trends. So most of the times I prefer to use my own icons, but just for sake of the knowledge, I'm showing how to use inbuilt icons as well. So you can use built-in icons, or you can use a image. So using an image, very it is very simple step, as we have already used two images, and that helps us to get the desired results very quickly with cheating power apps. But we should not use more images, because that could overkill the application. So let me quickly use this image. Let me do that quickly. I'll fast forward the video. Okay, I have added the image. So let's add a text here, and then place it near a button. Paste the let's go. Change the size by dragging the bounding box for that. Let's put it in the center of our image. Okay, and that is the important factor. Like we should try to always achieve the pixel perfect layout which designers have created for us. So by that we'll be creating like a better user experience and a good looking user interface. Okay, so let me quickly change the fonts and the font sizes. So Lato and bold, then the font size should be around 18. Try to align it again, but sometimes the alignment doesn't work because our images are not exported with the correct bounding boxes. So we have the shadow in the image itself. So let's do it manually. Always trust on your eyes and observe more. Let's group it together by pressing Command G. I'll rename the group button, and yes, oh sorry, so we have the image named as button, so we can't rename it as a button because Power Apps doesn't allow to have multiple objects with the same name. So let's make it go button. Okay, and you can anyway you can go to the properties and select on select option in the drop down, and then type whatever things you have to do on the button, for example navigate to the next page or something like that. So navigate and your screen name, blah 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 blah, screen name, and yes, so it will show the errors because that is not the like there is no other screen than screen one. So here we have achieved the custom design in Power Apps.